Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we're going to talk about how to become the ultimate creator of your experience. And make sure to stay tuned to the very end because we're going to take a deep healing breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. So how do you do this? How do you become the one in the driver's seat, the one in control when you've got a boss that's making your life hard, when you've got family that's making things difficult, when you've got friends that aren't there for you, an economy that's not supporting, whatever it is? How do you take control and get yourself to where you want to go? Well, it's perspective and understanding. You see, if you don't understand where you are and who you are, there's no way you can get to the experience that you're looking for. And the biggest thing to understand is that everything is happening for you. You may have heard that before, but everything is happening for you. It's happening for you because you have the ability to become something. So if something bad that you would say is bad, something resistant, something that doesn't make sense, something that doesn't look right is happening, you get the opportunity to be the opposite of that. And when you become the opposite of that, you actually are that. I had somebody message on one of my earlier podcasts that I did, and they were talking about like the direction of the podcast. They said that it seemed like I was giving more of a religious message more than a law of attraction message. And the thing you have to understand is even this, it's all for you. You see, if you get distracted on like trying to define what something is versus looking how you can benefit, how you can grow from it, then you give the power to the thing. If I were to tell stories about sheep and counting sheep and how to get them from A to Z and help you get a different understanding of something, but you kept getting lost on the fact that I'm talking about sheep, you're giving me the power. Give it to you. If you want to become something and you want to grow, then become something that grows no matter what the situation is. If you're in a class and you don't like the way the teacher teaches or the subject matter, then you can either default to, well, I'm not paying attention, I don't care, this teacher doesn't give a good message, or the lesson plans aren't good, or you become such a powerful student that even with a bad teacher or a disaligned teacher or bad subject matter or disaligned subject matter, you would still learn and grow. It'd be like going to a gym to work out and then complaining that it doesn't have the right equipment or it doesn't have this or that. You could either be such an athlete, someone that is so prepared, someone that's so dedicated to growth that it doesn't matter the gym that they're going to, or you can be the person that says, well, it needs to be a certain way for me to grow. You see, the earth needs to happen. Things need to go this way for me to grow. If that's the stance, if that's the power that you give, then that will be your experience. It's always for you. That's why things are happening for you. It's for you to grow. If it's difficult, it's for you to become even stronger. If it's easy, then it's growing to make you find a way to make it more difficult. And that sounds weird. If something's easy, would I want to make it more difficult? It's because you can be great. If you're taking a hike and you're going one way and you're like, wow, this is really easy, I can coast and get to my destination. If you want that to be your experience, that's fine. But if you wanted to become stronger, if you wanted to become the best hiker in the world, then you would probably need to take a more difficult route so that you could get stronger. You are in control of everything. You. Now, in reverse, like if I'm hearing that, then that becomes I. And that's where people get lost. They're like, well, it's not about me, right? We're in this journey for everything together. You have to understand the product of you, the energy of you, is the gift to the world. So when you become selfish in a way of like you're trying to do what's best for you because you want everything and there's greed involved, that's like the small version of what you can be. When you realize that whatever you become, you emit to the world, so your why, your desire included, when you become that, you give that. If you're someone that struggles with negative thinking or bad habits, whether it's with food or exercise or finances, whatever it is, that's the gift that you give. So if you want to shift, if you want to become the driver's seat, if you want to be the one that guides yourself where to go, just know it's you. Give yourself that power. Wherever you are right now, you can find a mirror. You can look in that mirror and you can say, okay, it doesn't matter the situation anymore. It doesn't matter the obstacles anymore. It doesn't matter the things, the holdback. It doesn't matter the economy. It doesn't matter the way my boss is. It doesn't matter. Those don't matter because I am going to shine so bright that the law of attraction has to bring me where I'm supposed to go. You see, if you learn how to be abundant, if you learn how to be expansive, it doesn't matter the situation is because you will experience the most expansive version of that. You see, if you thought to yourself that I will be only happy if I can explore the universe, if I can fly to different planets and do all this, that's the only reason that I'll be happy. You see, then you're chasing a thing. But if it's being someone that discovers, explores, expands, then you can do that right here. You can find that expansion, and no matter what it is, you get to choose. And that's the hardest part, because when your life is failing, when things are going bad, when, it's not working out, it'd be so much easier to look at the causes external. And it's not to say that there's not external causes. Just an hour from where I live, the hurricane came and attacked the mountain. I don't know if attack's the word, but it hit the mountains. Flooding, death, loss, all happened. People losing everything, their businesses, their homes, their family members, their pets, their experiences, their lives. Like, they lost it all. So in that situation, how could you say, well, this is me, I created this? I wasn't positive enough. I wasn't thinking, like, you see an example like that, how could you say? The hardest thing to accept is it doesn't matter how bad it gets. And of course, that's easy for me to say. It's very easy to say when the storm didn't hit me. When I still have my health, when I still have my family, when I didn't have loss, it's easy to say, well, you just got to adopt the right mindset. But the truth is the truth. And so maybe if you went through something like that, why wouldn't you be someone that was destined to shine bright? We look at people that go through so much pain, and when they rise above it, we get inspired by them. When they do things against the odds, when they make something great out of nothing, we see those people and it changes people's lives. If you're going through something like that, it doesn't matter the degree of it, whether you're someone that went through a natural disaster or you went through a personal financial disaster, you have a health issue, whatever it is, when you shine the brightest light through your situation, you become that rising tide. Your frequency, the energy within you actually uplifts the world around you. It doesn't just uplift you, it uplifts everybody that bears witness to you, everybody that's affected by your energy pattern that's going around this world. It's always you that has the power. That doesn't mean things aren't sad. It doesn't mean that things aren't fair, because they're most certainly not. If you look at the world, you'd find fairness nowhere. So why would we want to use fairness? If the universe created this whole environment, whether you want to call it God or just we were just, whatever it is, like there's no energy, there's no source, whatever you think. If you look around, fairness is non-existent, right? It's not here. So if fairness is non-existent, why would you want to create it? Why wouldn't you look at what is and realize, oh, well, there's laws, whether you call it physics, whether you call it evolution, whether you call it God, there's these things, these patterns that exist and that makes the whole thing work. There's a balance here. Why don't I step in to that balance? You see, there's people that do things that were impossible, but then once it becomes possible, more people are able to do it. Why wouldn't you be one of those people? You think the person that was born with the hard life, with the loss, with the headache, with the injuries, the things that the person that was born with that was excited about it at first? That they were so thankful that they went through such a hard time? Do you think that that's what they felt? No, not at all. That is not what they felt. They probably cried to God. They probably prayed. They probably asked for, why is this way? What did I do to deserve this? Like, they probably blamed anything and everything. But some of them had a different mindset. Some of them saw things differently. Some of them said, well, I can get out of this. I must get out of this. I must be the one. I will be the greatest. I will be the champion. I will be the smartest. And they override their subconscious and they override their frequency because they no longer blame the external. They use that to fuel them. They say, oh, there's no light. I must have been the one that's supposed to be the light here. Oh, there's no prosperity. I must have been the one that's supposed to be the prosperity here. Oh, there's no positivity. I must be the one that's supposed to be the positivity here. And they give it to themselves and they become it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to take a deep, powerful, healing breath. When you breathe in, just feel it. Feel your shoulders rise, breathing all the way down to your belly button. As you breathe in, Pick an I am statement. It could be I am love, I am joy, I am abundance, whatever you want in your life. And you're going to breathe in and you're going to say that word, I am joy, I am joy, I am abundance, over and over and over. And as you hold your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. Once you exhale, allow anything that doesn't resonate with you to leave you so that you can expand with that positive energy. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. Everything is happening for you. If you take that mindset, you're unstoppable. If you take the mindset that I am a learner, I am an expander, I am whatever for you, and then saying this is for me because it's for me to prove that I am that, not to anyone else but yourself, so that you can become it. You become the rising tide that lifts all ships.
This episode is brought to you by San Pellegrino. A meal isn't just about what's on your plate. It's about what you bring to the table. San Pellegrino believes the table is where the best of life happens. That's what makes gathering around it so rich and rewarding. And with their unique sparkling natural mineral water, San Pellegrino brings its best so you can bring yours.
Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. If you've been listening for a little while and you've heard me talk about my one-on-one coaching program, that will be closing again probably before the end of October. It depends. There's a few people I've talked to who are considering it, but if it's something that you wanted to do, even if you just want to connect, now's the time, because once the program is full, I do not do the success sessions where we connect beforehand. Those are just complimentary one-on-one for us to talk, and really helps me understand who's listening, how I can connect better, how I can improve for myself. Hopefully also give you some positive perspective, because I'm not involved in your life at all, so you can share whatever you like with no judgment, and then I'll try to give you some positive perspective on it so you can carry it through the world. But also, if you want to work together, we do talk about that as well. But I will be closing the program at maximum at the end of October. It's very possible by mid to late next week there will be no more slots left as well. So if you're interested in that, reach out. If not, you could still always reach out. I love the messages on Instagram. They mean the absolute world to me. You can also find me on email, which is henry@vibeabundant.com. That's henry@vibeabundant.com. And the Instagram is @RealHenryG. That's @RealHenryG. You can find me there. And of course, all the links to this are right down in the description, so you can find them there. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.